Hi everybody, all is well with me. I just got in a workout, and in this video though I'm going to talk about adding a second water bottle holder to your bike. And you can get these in stores like Walmart. I saw three different kinds there. So there's one kind that's expandable, like it adjusts for different size diameter bottles. And then there's one that's just like a standard water bottle holder, but it fits snugly onto like your frame, and then it's got these Velcro straps that you can reinforce that with really tightly and holds on really well. I'll show you that one in this video. And then there's one that you can sort of screw onto a handlebar, and it does a few different things. You could probably also screw it onto a frame that's, if it's narrow enough in diameter, but a frame bar of some sort. But the cool thing about this is this type of thing is you could probably get a lot of different variety of these online. Like I'm just talking about what I saw in a Walmart store. But the cool thing is if usually your bike will come with one or with like the screw holes. Like I've replaced my original one with one that's store-bought, that's like a steel one, chrome plated in fact. And it's just worked really well. But I'm talking about adding a second one on instead of just replacing your initial one, which you might not need to do anyway. So one way you could do this, I guess, if you knew what you were doing, is actually drill holes into your frame, tube, bar, or whatever, and you'll just have to decide where you want to put that, and then just get a standard one and get the right screws and everything and screw that in there or whatever, But what I'm talking about is something that you can use without having to drill the holes. So let me see if I can pause this video, and then I'm going to show you that. I got it right down here with me. Hold on a sec. All right, so I unpaused the video. So this is this thing I got. So this is the bottom. You see that bottom bar there? And you can see, I don't know how well the lighting shows this, but you can see, so that would fit into your frame tube, and it's expandable out this way. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but it's bendable, right? So it's tight and snug, but it's also flexible where it'll bend outwards. And then you've got these, let me set this down and move this a little bit. You've got these Velcro straps, and it's pretty simple to just figure this out, and it straps it on there really tightly. And this is rubber, so it kind of sticks on there snugly. The whole thing is just kind of like really pushed on there. And then this is really nice and pretty sturdy. And it just fits a standard water bottle. You can see on the bottom, again, that's the thing that holds the bottle, and it works really well. And at the end of this video, I'm going to put in a photo for a few seconds, or two photos that I took that shows this on an indoor bike. Let me just toss this on the floor. So you can use it on your indoor stationary cycle if it doesn't come with a water bottle holder, or if you want to add one on. And that's something that I've done. I'll show you a picture of it, but I don't have that bike anymore that I'm going to show you the picture of, but I had it, and I had this thing on there for a while. And it's cool because if you have a bike that doesn't come with one of those, then you have the ability to add a water bottle holder, and therefore a water bottle, onto your stationary cycle for cycling indoors. And you can add a second one. Actually, you can get two of these in different types. Like one might fit on your handlebars of your stationary bike or something, and one might fit somewhere else, like on the frame or something. So it's really cool to have this, because, if you're going to be on a long ride, you can drink water. And also for outdoor cycling on a mountain bike or road bike or whatever, if it's hot weather, you're going to be sweating a lot, and it might be some distance between where you can fill up your water bottle. So having a second water bottle on your bike is just really cool for like long outdoor bike rides, because then you can have that water, and it just gives you extra confidence. You don't have to search and plan everything out so carefully. As far as like getting your water, on your ride, you can go a little bit further. And particularly if you're on like an experimental bike, like I once went on a bike ride all the way around Lake Carlisle. And Lake Carlisle is the largest lake that's located entirely within the state of Illinois. Now you might think, oh, well, Lake Michigan's the largest lake in Illinois. And it's true that Lake Michigan has some of its lakefront on the Illinois state line or whatever, on Illinois. But actually, Lake Michigan is also shared with Wisconsin and the state of Michigan. And I don't know if it's shared with part of Canada or not, but basically, what I'm saying is like Lake Carlisle, though, is the largest lake entirely within the state of Illinois. And I cycled all the way around that one year, and I had 2 water bottles on my mountain bike, and that really was nice. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to insert the photo when I do this final production. I'm going to insert the photo at the end of this video. So look for that right after I say goodbye, and have a great time, everybody. Thank you very much.